in 6 people will skip their GLP-1 medication, will skip taking ZEPBOUND, will skip taking Mounjaro. Let's discuss. Hi, beautiful friends. I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I have lost over 100 pounds the last almost 2 years taking GLP-1 medication, specifically Mounjaro because of the Mounjaro shortage, ZEPBOUND because of ZEPBOUND shortage, over to Tirzepatide. And on today's episode, I've got for you linked down below a new study that came out talking about 1 in 6 people skipping GLP-1 medication, ZEPBOUND, Mounjaro, Tirzepatide compound, semaglutide compound, WEGOVY, Ozempic, skipping. What is going on here? I'm like dying. When I saw this headline, I was like, let me close my mouth because I'm fascinated to know what other people are doing. Okay, so there was this study done. It was Levedity. Again, I'll link it down below for you guys. Because I always cite my sources in today's day and age of where we need to be citing our sources. I'm citing my sources. Over 1,000 people in the US and the UK, so all of my Britons out there, on GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, there was this study done of 1,000 people. So that's not like a crazy huge sample. So we're going to take that for what it's worth in terms of sampling size. But talking about as festive feasts and social gatherings take place with Christmas and Hanukkah, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, for all of my Jewish amazing friends, that Hanukkah starts December 25th. Happy Hanukkah, by the way. And Christmas starts December 24th for Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day 25th. So lots of celebrations and food happening. 44% of GLP-1 users like ZEPBOUND, Wegovy, Mounjaro, well, the weight loss component is ZEPBOUND and semaglutide and Wegovy and Tirzepatide. But for our type 2 diabetics, people get confused with that. That's ZEPBOUND, that's Ozempic, and that is Mounjaro. 44% of weight loss medication users skip their weight loss medications during social events. Y'all are skipping your medications? Am I the only one that found this fascinating? I'm like, y'all, I don't skip. I want to bump up on days. Y'all are skipping? Are we skipping school? I'm stunned by this. 48% of Britons and 42% of Americans are skipping their weight loss medications, so it's both. About 1 in 6 weight loss medication users, 22% of our Britons, 12% of Americans, plan to skip their medications over the holidays. So are y'all, I have questions. We have questiones about this study. So are y'all planning to skip also on New Year's? Valentine's Day? I didn't know we could skip. I don't skip, honey. She is on that calendar. Perhaps it's the type A in me. I'm like, I want to bump it earlier. But Gen Z is leading at 26% have the skippage, plan to skip their medication during the holidays, which we've already passed Thanksgiving. I'm fascinated. Does some of y'all skip on Thanksgiving? Fill me in the comments. Christmas cookies and sweets are the top temptations for GLP-1 weight loss users like Wegovy and Mounjaro, Wegovy and ZEPBOUND, leading 54% to skip their medication during the holiday season. 67% of Britons and 48% of Americans have no concerns about the long-term effects of pausing their weight loss medications during the holidays. And so 44% of weight loss medication users skip their medications during social events. Starting GLP-1 medications like ZEPBOUND and Wegovy, 62% from the study of Levedity, 62% of users have changed their social behavior to avoid activities involving eating and drinking. Is that any of you? Raise your hand. I raise my hand. And out of that, that's 70% of Britons and 58% of Britons, 58% of Americans said that they are changing their social behaviors. I am. People want to go out to dinner, and I'm like, no. I'll go out to coffee. More what I do now is I walk. I'm like, you want to go for a walk? I got these 2 dogs. Do you guys hear Wilma out there? Our almost 100-pound Great Pyrenees. She's going to town, Julie Brown. I would rather walk because I'm walking anyways. And so I'm like, just come with me. Come with me and walk. Lark, if you're watching and you're ever over at your mama's house, come walk with me, girl. I'm always out there. I'm like hoping. I look like a lunatic with my little, I have a cute little hat that I wear, my big fluffy coat. But I don't let the coldness stop me. I'm not Elsa. It never bothers me anyway. Actually, it does bother me every time I go walking when it's cold. But in terms of your social behaviors, have you noticed that you've changed your social behaviors with GLP-1 medication? I definitely have. I don't really like to go out to dinner. I'll go out to dinner with my hot husband, honey, and twice on Sundays if he'll allow it. But I'm just kidding. But I, like, when people want to go out, I'm like, no, because here's what. It's going to be expensive. And if I'm going out to dinner too, this is where the bouge kicks in. I'm bougie. I'm like, I want to eat a good meal. Because I eat substantially less, my portions are less. And if I'm eating less, I want that less to be really, really good. Before it was about quantity. Now it's about quality in my meals. And so this study goes through most missed social activities to avoid eating and drinking, 72% of dining out with friends and family. That's totally me. I'm in that bucket. 65% of happy hours and social drinking events. Well, that's not me because I don't drink. I'm high on life, baby. No, I'm kidding. Birthday parties are 30%. I wouldn't skip a birthday party. I would do that. I would eat the cake too. I just eat a little bit. I just eat the frosting off of it. It's recently been one of my GLP-1 behaviors I've changed at birthday parties or places with cake. I'm like, I'll just eat the frosting because that's my favorite part, but I don't want the actual cake. I may have like a little bit of it, but I'll leave that. And then my husband will come in and eat the cake part of it. He's like, it's the best deal. Dates or romantic outings. They will avoid eating and drinking on dates or romantic outing, 22%. Vacation or travel activities, 19%. That's me. Avoid eating and drinking. I noticed this past vacation, we go to the beach every year for two weeks. And when we're there, I wanted to physically do a lot of stuff. I did not want it to be revolved around eating, and it's now more active stuff than eating stuff. Weddings and special celebrations will miss those activities to avoid the eating and drinking part of it. I wouldn't miss a wedding or like a birthday party. I would still do that for people who I love. Men, so 40% were more likely than women to struggle to return to their weight loss medication routine after pausing it. So when coming back after the pause, dudes are having a harder time than ladies. Gentlemen, I should say. And so 1 in 6 weight loss medication users plan to skip their medication. Wait, why is this repeating? Hold on. Oh, here it is. Men were more likely planning to skip during the holidays. So tell me in the comments below than women. If you're a man, I'm dying to know. Are you planning to skip or stay? I'm staying, honey. She is holding. No one to hold him, no one to fold him. Kenny, I was going to say Kenny Loggins, but maybe it's Kenny Rogers. Maybe it's Roy Rogers. Just kidding. She's on a thing today, y'all. I have not slept during this holiday season. I am so sleep deprived. I'm sick. It's all a whole thing. Americans primarily plan to skip their medication during Christmas and Thanksgiving, whereas Britons plan to skip during Christmas and New Year's. 33% of were planning that Britons were planning to skip during New Year's. What holiday foods can influence you skipping? 54% of people said Christmas cookies and sweets. 40% of people said mac and cheese. Not the mac and cheese, baby. Not the mac and cheese. 37% of influence foods skipping your medication were mashed potatoes and gravy. 36 coming in at number 4, stuffing and dressing. Roasted turkey was 48%. That's weird to me. You would think that people, I guess, want to binge out on the roasted turkey. Are we not eating turkey for our protein in general? I feel like my turkey consumption this year has been way up because it's a lean protein, low calories, high protein. Holiday foods can skip your medication, charcuterie boards and cheese platters. Not the cheese platters. Literally, I bought yesterday. I cannot wait to show you guys in an upcoming video the best cheese for a cheese platter. Oh, I went off the rails with the cheese. And then it goes on: glazed ham, pumpkin pie, roast beef, prime rib. It's interesting to the meats. The meats are making people skip their medication. Y'all, it's not the meats for me. She'll take all the meat, honey. Okay. So nearly 1 in 4. Y'all, I swear, I've just had coffee and my elemental electrolytes today. I do want to make sure I say, if in terms of, I'm going to keep going through this information because I find it fascinating from the study. Levinity did not pull, they pulled out all the punch-ins. They even put in their mac and cheese. If you are looking to switch because of cost, many of you guys have asked me about that. Join Fridays is having a discount, and they're not known for discounts. They're known for being the high-end quality telehealth company. They're having a big sale right now. In terms of price drop for Join Fridays, for compounds, go to joinfridays.com, use the discount code QUEEN to save extra money on your, if you want to have brand names or if you want to have compounds. I know so many people ask me over and over and over, what should I do for a compound in terms of price points and things like that? Join Fridays sells compounds too. So I highly recommend them. I have been using them since October 2023. even before that. It was not October. I'm horrible with dates, y'all. I barely can remember my own kid's birthday, and I was present for it. I was actively involved. So forgive me if my dates are slightly off, but it was 2023 for Join Fridays is when I started working with them in terms of them taking care of my health. I highly recommend. So brand names and also compounds. Right now, there's a big compound sale. You can get 3 months at a time. I've been debating, by the way, I'm like, maybe I should switch, this is a sidebar, maybe I should switch over to the compound for 3 months to get that and to like, and the price point on that, I'm debating it. Just because in terms of price, I mean, particularly with a sale, I'm like, maybe I should transfer over. Maybe I should get the, so if you are already a Join Fridays patient, by the way, go through the portal. People are gonna ask me, you can go through the portal. They have this awesome, if you're new, or you're looking to transfer to them. They have this back-end portal, but they also have weekly coaching calls with a group dietitian twice a week. That alone for me, that'll do it, donkey. Highly recommend. But they have other coaching calls too, group coaching calls. My favorite are the dietitian ones. So going back over to this, health concerns, this is why you need to talk to Join Fridays, your healthcare provider, or your own healthcare provider about pausing the medications. 63% of y'all have not consulted your physician or your doctor or your healthcare provider. 34% were unaware of potential side effects. Hello, knock, knock, knock. Have you not listened to any of my videos? Have I not shouted from the gill tops about side effects? Of course, there's going to be side effects, not of course, but more than likely. Pausing these, the top concerns with temporarily pausing GLP-1 medication is weight gain, return of appetites and cravings, 55%. It was 56% for weight gain. Potential side effects with resuming medication, 55%. Impact on long-term weight loss, 47%. Mood changes, ooh, 47%. I hadn't thought about the mood changes. I think I was going to say a word that's naughty. I'm not going to say that word. I think I would be not nice. I'm nicer being on GLP-1 medication because I'm not so consumed with food. Being consumed with that was exhausting, but also I was not so nice when I couldn't get the food. I could see that with mood changes. I hadn't thought about that. Digestive issues upon resumption. Hello, the side effects. Do not stop your medication without talking to your healthcare provider. Like, do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. It literally makes my armpit sweat thinking about it. In terms of coming back onto your dose, like the whole thing should be a healthcare provider. I'm going to segue off this study. It should all be healthcare provider talked about, discussed. You absolutely need to have that conversation with your healthcare provider. If you don't have one, Join Fridays. But the side effects of diarrhea, constipation, nausea, vomiting, those are the most common ones. If you stop your medication, what do you think may happen? Those may intensify. And if you've had them to begin with, yeah, I'll use my I statements. There's Dr. Catherine Hyatt. She's from medical content lead at Lividity, the one who did this study. Said many people experience weight gain and increased cravings when they suddenly stop. This can lead to a frustrating cycle of losing and regaining and losing and regaining. That's why planning ahead and getting advice from a healthcare professional is so important. I'll say it louder for the people in the back. Do not stop your medications without talking to your healthcare provider. I'm giving you my evil eye right there. Do not do that. And then how to safely reintroduce, work with your healthcare provider to create a plan that reintroduces treatment and any side effects. Have well-balanced meals. Y'all don't have, maybe that's why people are pausing because at the prime rib, they'll be worried they're gonna have blowout diarrhea at the party. Y'all, I have a story to tell, but I've been debating not telling it. If you've made it this far in the video, I feel like I should tell it because I feel like you like my vibe probably if you've made it, or you're a big hater. It's so funny. Anyways, I'm assuming you're not a big hater. I'm assuming you're a lover. And so I'm going to tell the story, but don't repeat it, okay? Just for you and me, the thousands of people on the internet. I literally 2 days ago almost pooped my pants driving. Y'all, I don't know why. I know it was because of the GLP-1 medication. I know it was because of my medication. I had never experienced anything like that. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in my 40s. I'm like ready to almost poop myself. I haven't had that since the Count and I had a date a while back. And I've already told that story of where I had a ribeye steak, super, super fatty. Pew! Literally that interrupted our fabulous date. I looked fabulous. My outfit was hotter than hot. I'm like running for my life. Yes, 2 days ago, y'all, I was in the morning. I had had coffee, and I've been trying different ways with my element electrolytes to try different things. And I don't know if that's why it was, or if it was what I had had. We had barbecue the night before. Oh, it was the barbecue from the night before, coupled with my decaf coffee. Bum, bum, bum. Y'all, it was embarrassing. I literally, nobody could see me, like I was in my car, but literally I was sweating. It was, did car pickup line or car drop off for my kid at school. I did not want to get a speeding ticket either, because I was like, I wasn't speeding. I wasn't speeding, but good golly. Okay, so going back through this, why am I sharing all that? The point, let me loop back around to why I shared that embarrassing story, and now that's now permanently on the internet. The reason why I'm sharing that embarrassing story is in terms of medication, as we have those side effects. It's diarrhea, constipation, nausea, vomiting. If you're stopping your medications without talking to your healthcare provider, like, you need to be aware there can be repercussions for that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not take this, like, seek medical wisdom, right? Like, they have medical wisdom that I certainly don't have. And applause to all of we live for the applause, applause. That's for you, Danielle, my song of the day. If you guys have not noticed, I've been singing intentionally in videos, and it's for Danielle, because she and I were laughing about it. She's like, I love when you sing in your videos. I'm like, because they're so tone deaf, but I digress. This study to me is fascinating. The biggest takeaway on here too is that the Brits are really excited about New Year's. I didn't really know, my fellow Britons, that was such a big thing, like that. I feel like I need to up my New Year's game. You know what I'm gonna be doing? Wearing my sweatpants. It's business on the top and party on the bottom. I've got my sweatpants on at all times. I'll be wearing my sweatpants. I will not be doing anything fabulous. Tell me down below in the comments if you're gonna be doing anything fabulous for New Year's. I'm gonna link down in the comments down below to my ZEPBOUND checklist. It's totally free. This way you can, before you take your shot, make sure you've got your ducks in a row if you're new. And then your side effects tracker. If you're not tracking your own data, what are we doing with our life? You really, my encouragement, again, my own experience, strength, and hope is how much it's helped me. So, and if you don't want my printable, then do it on your phone. But big, big game changer in terms of that. And my free 2 weeks worth of ZEPBOUND meal plans that were dietitian created. They're Tirzepatide or semaglutide or WEGOVY GLP-1 medication, folks, that hopefully will help give you ideas. And make sure you check out Join Fridays, particularly their sale. I am debating. I'm like, should I do it? It's literally, you can get 3 months worth, and it's on sale on top of that. And y'all know I love a good deal. Fabulous. Am I missing anything else? Pam, hopefully you noticed my turtle when I met Pam at our Las Vegas meet and greet, and she got me a turtle. You guys know, because I'm a turtle. My picture's back there. I'm a turtle. And so she has eyelashes, and she has a bow to help remind me I'm a turtle, and all of our fabulous Las Vegas meetup people. I love to see you guys so much, so much, each and every one of you. My sweet loves, am I missing? Oh, accountability question. What are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? And your emoji of the day, it's going to be a bowl of mac and cheese or turkey. I don't know. I'm sure they don't have an emojis mac and cheese, but I'm sure they have bowls. But literally, the mac and cheese thing, people stopped taking GLP-1 medications. I didn't know mac and cheese had such a stronghold. Maybe I need to get better mac and cheese. Maybe that means that my mac and cheese is disgusting, and I just don't know the whole. I do really love mac and cheese though. Went to Mission Barbecue. That's when I had the blowout diarrhea the next day almost. I did have a little bit of mac and cheese. It's only 300 calories in their little thing, so I had half of it. So it's only 150 calories. Yeah, I was a happy clam eating my mac and cheese. I had my turkey, and then I had my barbecue too. You can get the 3-meat special. It's so good. Do you guys want me to do a video on that? I feel like I have, haven't I? Oh, and my eating in the car series of like Panda Express. And if you guys haven't seen those, they're in the playlist down below. Chipotle. If you need meal ideas that are to go, I'm pretty sure I did Mission Barbecue, didn't I? If you don't recall, or if you're interested in that, tell me in the comments. I love you guys so super much. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. Mwah. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a great day.